tonight at 6.
ABC preempts its regularly scheduled programming for the following special, brought to you this Christmas morning by Walt Disney World.
Oh, boy.
Merry Christmas, America, Canada, Europe, and servicemen and women watching around the world. It's Mickey. What's wrong?
I forgot the decorations.
Well, do something right this very minute, because live from the Magic Kingdom in Florida, it's the Walt Disney World Very Merry Christmas Parade.
All up the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stockings, we may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet, yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. We need a little Christmas now.
Join our stars, Joan London and Ben Vereen,
Deck the halls with boughs of holly,
with Regis Philbin and holiday greetings from around the world.
la 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 la.
Coming your way, all the magic and laughter of a Disney Christmas. A holiday peek at Epcot Center's new Living Seas Pavilion. Plus, a behind-the-scenes look at Captain EO starring Michael Jackson. Participating advertisers of the Walt Disney World Very Merry Christmas Parade are Eckert Drugs. When you're in Florida or anywhere in the South, you're close to an Eckert drugstore. For photo processing, prescriptions, or just about anything else you need. And Gaines Foods, makers of Gravy Train and other fine Gaines dog food. Gaines, the company that shares America's love of dogs.
For we need a little music, we need a little laughter, and we need a little singing, ringing in the rafters. Yes, we need a little something happy ever after. We need a little Christmas now. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, Christmas now. Merry Christmas.
And now, here are your hosts, Joan London and Ben Vereen.
Wow, and with a beginning like that, how could it be anything but a Merry Christmas? Merry Christmas, everybody, and Merry Christmas to a Merry Elf himself.
Merry Elf.
Ben Vereen.
Thank you, Joan. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to everyone, and I do mean everyone. This is probably the biggest audience I've ever played to. An estimated 50 million people are watching all around the world.
And they are going to see the best parade yet. Plus, go to Epcot Center's new Living Seas Pavilion, see Michael Jackson at work on a new 3D Disney movie, and maybe we will see you dance, maybe just a little bit?
Ave Maria.
All right, well, we are going to get started in just a moment, so don't you go away.
The Eastman Kodak Company judges major photo labs on their quality of color processing.
I think we have one.
Nice contrast, but is the color true?
Yet only a few meet Kodak's high standards.
Bring out the determining factor.
These labs receive the Kodak Color Watch seal. One superior photo lab is Eckert Drugs.
Right on the money.
Bennett's Eckert?
Eckert.
For color processing that impresses even Kodak, look for the Color Watch seal at Eckert Drugs.
If someone you know is trying to make gravy by pouring water on ordinary dry dog food, he's fishing for trouble. Gaines Gravy Train makes the gravy your dog is craving. Ordinary dry just gets watered down. Gravy Train dog food makes thick, delicious, real beef gravy. Nope, ordinary dry won't make gravy. Not with all the water in the world. Gravy Train makes the gravy your dog is craving.
We got your palm trees and your Gulf Stream breeze and a few things up our sleeve that might surprise you. You want some? Well, come and get it.
Come and get it. You're gonna love it. We know we got it.
You want it? Oh, we got
Lots of people going to Florida choose a rent-a-car company by comparing rates.
Hello, what's your rate? Uh-huh. What's your rate? Yeah, what's your
But
rate?
these days, everyone offers low rates in Florida, so it pays to compare services.
What do you get for that? Uh-huh. What do you get? What do you get?
Hertz offers computerized driving directions, 24-hour road service, and there's never a drop-off charge in Florida. So come to Hertz. The services add up, but your bill won't. Hertz, you don't just rent a car, you rent a company.
Welcome back to Walt Disney World's very Merry Christmas Parade. And just where is this parade? Well, it's winding its way through Frontierland, and in just a few minutes, it'll be on Main Street, USA, right in front of our cameras.
You've been involved in a lot of very big productions, I know, but anything quite like this?
No, not quite. Over 300 performers, all those floats, that's a lot of rehearsing and a lot of staging. No wonder they get it right. They've been rehearsing this thing since summer, proving that practice makes perfect.
And I think the people on Main Street are getting pretty excited. And speaking of Main Street, let's go down there right now to our co-host, Regis Philbin. Reed, how is it down there?
Thank you, Joan, and Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, we got a lot of excitement down here. We got Jeff from Michigan right here. How are you, Jeff? A lot of folks from Canada. You know, the one thing about the crowds here, you never know where they're from. They're really from all over the world. Nice to have you with us, Jeff. Now, here's Gary from Polk City, Iowa, who comes every other year, right?
Right, every other year.
Nice to have you here. And some lady here who has just moved from Long Island to Florida?
Kissimmee, Florida.
Kissimmee, Florida, is that the way you pronounce it?
Kissimmee.
What about at night?
Kissimmee.
See how you are? Very good. Anyway, it's nice to... Where are you from, young man?
I said, my parents said Maryland.
Yeah, but you're really from Tennessee, aren't you? No, the kid's all confused. Anyway, we got a lot of folks here. This lady is wearing earmuffs. Can you believe it? Never wear earmuffs here at Disney. And here, if you come here, you gotta have cameras. Cameras right here. All right. All right, that's what's going on down here on Main Street. We're all waiting for the parade. Now back to you and Ben, Joan.
Thank you, Regis. You're having a ball down there. You know, I think Regis maybe has the best seat in the house. He's earned it, though, because he's gone above and beyond the call of duty. And a little bit later, he's going to take us over to the living seas at Epcot Center. When Regis gets to the bottom of a story, he gets to the bottom of a story. And he went clear to the ocean bottom for this one. You'll see what I mean in just a bit.
So right now, there's something goofy going on at Cinderella's castle. Let's take a look.
Of all the things of all the year that I'm familiar with, there's only one that's really fun.
Mother's Day.
No, that's not it.
Mother's Day.
Father's Day?
Children's Day.
It's true, they're all special, but please continue.
Flag Day.
4th of July.
No, you're not trying.
We've got it now.
You do?
St. Patrick's Day.
Nope, keep going.
Easter. Thanksgiving.
The first day of duck hunting season.
Pow, pow, pow.
I know the answer. Heyday.
Heyday.
No, that's not it. Now think of the summer and wintry snow and look at the calendar and watch the days go.
December 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th.
Hold it. You're close.
December the 25th.
Correct.
December the 25th. New Year's December the 25th.
Correct. The rainiest day in all the year.
December the 25th.
There's a day in history that's more than any myth. Beyond a doubt, one day stands out.
December the 25th.
Correct. I don't hear any argument, so may I say forthwith, I wish that every day could be December the 26th. December the 25th. December the 26th.
The dearest day in all the year.
December the 26th. You don't seem to understand.
December the 25th.
I'm going to tell you one more time. December the 26th. One last time.
December the
25th. Right.
Oh, make no no mistake about it, it is December the 25th, Christmas Day, and our parade is just about ready to
Yeah,
start.
but what would a parade be without a band? From West Orange High School, right outside of Walt Disney World in Florida, we have the West Orange High Marching Warriors.
That's great. Just in case you didn't get the message from that, Mickey Mouse is coming to town. In fact, he'll be in our parade, which is now at the starting position.
And we'll blow the whistle and march them out right after this.
Right?
So you find today's world traumatic. Perhaps you have a subconscious desire to run away. Obviously, what you need is an Eastern Airlines vacation. In Florida, the Caribbean, the Bahamas, where your alarm clock is the morning surf, the loudest horns blow from gentle cruise ships, and your most pressing engagement is lunch. Even the price is easy on you. Go on, call Eastern, and spend a week in therapy. Eckert Drugs dedicates the next 30 seconds to the most important thing in your life, your health. The old saying happens to be true. You're only as young as you feel. And that's why keeping you in good health is the most important thing we do. Your Eckert pharmacist.
Introducing a new, longer-lasting Energizer.
The new Energizer AA battery. It's supercharged.
It's new, the longest-lasting Energizer ever. No battery in the world can outlast it. Now, radios play 14 hours longer than before. Now, 48 more flash pictures than before.
It's supercharged.
The new Energizer AA. No battery in the world outlasts it. It's supercharged.
At 6:21 p.m., September 26, 1985, in Orlando, Florida, there was a miracle. For the first time in history, a baby killer whale was born and thrives in the care of man. Come share our joy.
What power?
Where's Superman?
Superman, can you hear me?
What moves?
Your secret's safe with me. I'm not going to tell anyone.
What a guy.
Never thought this thing would go the distance.
Superman 2.
Sunday at 8, 7 Central.
Oh, welcome back to the parade. You got here just in time because you know what, Ben?
What?
It is time to start the show. So let's go down to Main Street, USA for the start of Walt Disney World's very Merry Christmas Parade.
I love a fanfare, and that's what we have right here. The fanfare trumpeters, led down the street by Major Mike. And that means our parade is officially underway.
That's right, and these are royal musicians, Ben, called into service by none other than the queen of this magic kingdom herself, Cinderella. And that, of course, is her castle right smack in the center of things down there. You know, out in Disneyland in California, Sleeping Beauty reigns in her own castle. She has her own band, too. I kind of wondered, what would it be like if we got those two together?
Oh, gee, I think
party.
it'd be really something. Quite a jam session, you might say.
Oh, what a shot of Main Street,
Isn't that
USA
beautiful?
there. All fixed up for Christmas.
You know, they really worked around the clock to get this together for tonight. You know, there must be royalty on the way because look what's behind the band. It's the night of the Magic Kingdom.
I think this is one of my favorites every year. It kind of brings back a time of chivalry and honor. The armors are so beautiful. In a moment, you'll see the silks on the dancers. It's a beautiful part of the parade. And those percher on horses are so huge that children are just in awe when they look up at them.
Sure. You know, Joan, I know a little something about this era from the time I played in Pippin on Broadway. That's the beautiful thing about the theater. You see, you get to learn a lot about everything. You really do.
Do you have to put on armor like that?
No, you see, the thing about putting on that armor, I found out from doing Pippin, is that when you put on that armor in the morning, if you fell over, that's where you'd be all day.
Until someone came
along and picked you up. But those banners that they're carrying there, you see, those banners are actually the signs of their houses.
Kind of like license plates?
It's kind of like a license plate.
Oh. Oh, and there are the royal dancers. Oh, who is that up there?
Is that Prince Charles?
Prince Charles?
No,
close, Ben.
no.
That's Prince Charming from the movie Cinderella. He's, of course, looking for his queen. I remember a few years back, you did a wonderful song in a TV special about Walt Disney with all the characters around you, didn't you?
No, I did, Joan. And these stories and characters that Walt Disney and his artists created, you know, I think they'll live forever.
Oh, there's the mice.
Yeah, these are the mice that helped Cinderella sew her outfit fit for the royal ball. There's Susie, Perla, and of course, Gus Gus and Jacques.
That's right. This is the longest and the tallest float in the entire parade. It's 17 feet tall. It took over 5.5 months to build. Look at the faces on the children. They love to see this go by.
Oh, such royalty.
The castle brings its own celebration with it. There, the royal dancers twirling their way to the ball, wearing, of course, their finest satins and brocades and precious jewels sewn all over them.
Well, Joan, that's how you dress when you're escorting this lady.
Oh, for which lady? This lady? Cinderella in her coach.
Yes, isn't she beautiful?
She's pulled by 6 tiny ponies, which of course were actually mice, right?
Yes, I know those mice.
And the coach is actually a pumpkin, turned into a coach, of course, by the fairy godmother. And if you look closely, can you see the little vines? The vines make up the coach's frame.
Hey, let's check in with Regis down on Main Street. Regis probably has a better look at this coach. Regis, how's everybody taking to all this royalty?
Okay, a lot of fun down here. We have a family from Minnesota, believe it or not, all the way from Laverne, Minnesota. This is the Larry Bowl family. Turn around, they're all dressed alike. And here it is, the Verne Drive-In Theater. Can you believe that? But there's a lot of Disney clothes to be seen these days. Big merchandising campaign here. Look, here's Mickey Mouse. Everybody's wearing this. Here's Minnie Mouse right over here. Here's Minnie and Mickey. And I love these kids in their hats right here. Everybody wearing Mickey Mouse stuff. Lady, how are you? Nice to see you. And finally, of course, if you want a hat, why, there's no better hat than the old Pluto hat right here.
Christmas! Merry Christmas!
All right, that's it from the street. Back up to you, Ben and Joan.
Thank you, Regis.
Oh, look who's down there, Ben.
Yes. It's Mr. Ringmaster. He's the leader of all this mayhem that you see going on Main Street there.
When Mom and Dad, things get a little hectic at your house this season, just think of this guy trying to keep his act together. It's a futile effort. Look at those guys right there. Look at all the clowns.
Look like they're clowning it up a bit, doesn't it?
Oh, they really bring smiles to all the children's faces.
You know, it sort of looks like a rehearsal I've been to. A few rehearsals I've been to, actually.
They've got some, oh, and there is the train, Casey Jr. pull it.
Who's the merry fellow there?
I believe that's King Louis. All right, here's
Oh,
one
but
of my
hey, let's talk about
then.
trouble, though. Here's someone with a hot problem on his hands. It's Dumbo, and he's trapped in a burning firehouse.
Dumbo has always been one of my favorites. You know, this movie was released in 1941. And when I was a little girl, I used to go to Disneyland. I remember Disneyland opened, I think, in 1955, and I was there shortly after. It was my most favorite attraction. Look at him there with his big ears. Think he's going to be okay?
Oh, come on, Joan. You know how the story goes. You saw the movie. He's going to spread those beautiful ears and just fly on down to safety. Look at those firemen there. They're there to save him, to help Dumbo.
Somehow I get the feeling that they aren't going to do it for him.
This particular guy happens to be a pachyderm pilot without peer.
What did you say?
A pachyderm pilot without peer.
Huh. Very good.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. Wait till I lay on you supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, now I'm impressed. Now I'm impressed. Those firemen down there do not look like they're taking care of things. Oh, look at this. This is it Calliope or Calliope, since you're so wonderful with words today?
Well, Joan, everybody knows if you're a real circus person, it's Calliope. But I like the Calliope myself.
Do you remember the Disney movie, Toby Tyler?
I sure do.
This Calliope, if you will, was used in that movie, along, of course, with a lot of other movies.
There's something else about this Calliope, or Calliope, as you like to say. This past year, was the 30th birthday of Disneyland in California. Well, this Calliope took part in the opening day parade in Disneyland way back in 1955. So its appearance here today is kind of a tribute from Walt Disney World to Disneyland. Happy birthday, guys.
Oh, happy birthday. Really, it even has a longer history. It was built in London, England in 1907. It first appeared in the Megabon and Bauer show, and I think it was about in the 20s that it went to the Ho's Great London show, and then it kind of made its way over to the U.S. in the 40s, where Walt Disney saw it and bought it. And it's a beauty. Ah, here we have Jungle Book. Look at this, Ben. There's Mowgli out there dancing away.
No, Mowgli, yes, he was a jungle boy. He was raised by the wolves in the jungle. And isn't that King Hattie, the orangutan out there? Oh, no, Colonel Hattie's the elephant, right?
Right.
And the orangutan is King Louis.
That's right. These are
there he is.
Fearsome, awesome, majestic inhabitants of the Jungle Book.
Wait a minute, are we looking at the same thing here, John?
Well, that might be a little literary license. I think they're a bit more foolish than fearsome. Ah, here's their backup.
Ah, but dig that rhythm.
There's rhythm in there somewhere?
Yeah, can't you hear that?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah.
That's the Jungle Book Band playing Colonel Hattie's March, one of the songs from the Jungle Book. And one of the other great songs was Bare Necessities. Remember that?
Oh, I love that song. And for all the kids out there watching, you should know that Jungle Book is really a book by Rudyard Kipling called Mowgli's Stories. You can find it at the library along with a lot of other really good books that Walt Disney read himself and then decided to make movies out of. So you can read them too.
And do. Take the time to. They're lots of fun. Well, it's time to take a break from this jungle. And in fact, I think it's time to take a break from the whole parade. But we'll be right back. So don't go away.
Merry Christmas, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Merry Christmas to Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey.
Merry Christmas, Hudson, Kansas.
Merry Christmas to everyone in Iowa, especially my grandparents in Cedar Falls.
Everybody knows pouring water on ordinary dry dog food won't make gravy. Gaines Gravy Train makes the gravy your dog is craving. Ordinary dry just gets watered down. Gravy Train dog food makes rich, delicious real beef gravy. Nope, pouring water on ordinary dry just gets your dog wet. Gravy Train makes the gravy your dog is craving. And now we introduce the delicious taste of cheddar cheese with new Gravy Train beef and cheese flavor.
I got free film with my card.
Got double prints with mine.
Photomat has free film, free prints, terrific discounts with a preferred customer card. Only from Photomat.
I get a free roll for each roll I bring in.
Or a second set of prints free. Bring your holiday film to Photomat for quality prints and big savings the moment you sign up for your preferred customer card.
When it's gotta be right, you know it's Photomat.
Who has taken the intimidation out of VCR programming?
Give me that.
RCA, with the first remote programmable VCR.
Bird brain.
You record exactly what you want, when you want, by remote control, for easy mistake-proof programming. So simple.
I can do it myself.
From RCA.
At Arvida, we've created world-famous resorts like the Boca Raton Hotel and Club, and award-winning resort communities like Boca West, Sawgrass, and Longboat Key Club. All so you'd know, for the time of your life, or for a lifetime, in Florida, Arvida is absolutely the best there is. Experience the Arvida magic. Call today, 1-800-422-GAME.
There's more magic on the way, so stay right where you are.
Have you seen spaceships lately? Has a werewolf found a place in your heart?
That's why we're here, Jack. America wants to know.
And America will on Shadow Chasers Thursday.
Economy Opticians, a close friend for over 40 years, is coming to Fort Walton. Watch for the grand opening, Fort Walton, January 2nd, 1986.
Recline and Sleep Store is having an after-Christmas clearance sale Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. Recliners sell price from $149. Some one-of-a-kinds, discontinued styles, and sold as-is items. Lane Wall Saver recliners, regularly $760, sale priced at $339. Catnapper Rocker recliners, regularly $750, sale priced at $339. Sleeper sofas and bedding all drastically reduced. Limited quantities, so shop early. Recline and Sleep Store after Christmas sale, Highway 90, 1 mile east of I-65, Mobile.
Get 6% interest on any new Ford this week at Big Molden Ford. This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. It's the second annual after Christmas sale with 6% interest on every new Ford at Big Molden Ford in downtown Pensacola. 6% interest on every Ford car. 6% interest on every Ford truck. The Gulf Coast's largest and best after Christmas sale ever. Come to downtown Pensacola. Come to Molden Ford and get a great deal. Come to Big Molden Ford and get 6% financing on the Ford of your choice.
And welcome back to Walt Disney World's very Merry Christmas Parade. The parade's rolling along on Main Street, and we'll get back to it in just a moment. But first, we're going to go all the way across the country to Disneyland in California for a story about a birthday party they threw this year to kick off their holiday season. And here's a good friend of mine to tell you all about it. Here's
Welcome to
Kevin
the land
Dawson.
where the magic began, Disneyland. I'm standing in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle where so many Disney holiday celebrations have begun. This year was a little different. Just a few days ago, Disneyland's hometown of Anaheim threw one heck of a 30th birthday party for Disneyland.
It's a time where we're going to honor a man who followed his dreams, who created something that I think has changed the world.
On what would have been Walt Disney's 84th birthday, this proud city set a Guinness World Record by releasing over 1 million balloons into the California sky to honor the man and the land that taught us all how to believe in magic.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Isn't that a once-in-a-lifetime sight? It's a beautiful rainbow of color that will travel hundreds of miles. Walt Disney would have loved Skyfest. What a wonderful present, 1 million balloons. I can't think of a better way to celebrate this season of joy. From all of us here at Disneyland in California, a most magical Christmas to all of you throughout the world. Merry Christmas. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Thank you, Kevin.
Now, that is the way to kick off the holidays, with a birthday party like that at a place that really started it all.
Isn't it amazing that from Disneyland came Walt Disney World and then Tokyo Disneyland?
That's right, and the other day it was announced, too, that there's going to be a new Euro Disneyland in France, right outside of Paris.
You know, that should be a natural, because the European people love the characters that were created here by the Disney people. But let's get down to Main Street right now, and Herbie the Bug, one of Europe's favorites.
Oh, Herbie the Love Bug, I love it. He's been a hit all over Europe, and there he is doing his routine. It's not so easy to give this guy a ticket. Watch this.
Oh, the kids love this. You know, it's crazy. Cops are going to need a few lessons from traffic control in France. Those gendarmes there. They'll teach them how to handle Herbie, I guess.
Up. Here comes that sassy little bug. Whoa!
No!
Oh, it was a great, great movie, too. It was a surprise success, Ben, for the studios. It was released in 1969. The movie starred Dean Jones and Michelle Lee and Buddy Hackett. And it is a favorite out here on Main Street.
It sure is a favorite today.
Now, what's this? These are the characters of Robin Hood, right from Sherwood Forest. And you know the good Prince Charming that we saw a little earlier, Ben?
Yes.
Well, not every prince is a prince, if you know what I mean. And we're going to see right there in that carriage in a moment a prince that is a rat. There he is, peeking out of there.
I can see him, that sneaky cat.
He's not really a rat, he's a lion, right?
Yeah, you're right.
We'll have to be honest here. He's a lion.
He's a tiger. He's a sneaky cat.
Oh, and those are his hippo henchmen there.
You know, but even these tough guys can't keep our hero down.
No.
Sneer, boo.
Boo, hiss. While his good brother King Richard was away fighting in the crusade, Prince John has been terrorizing the people. And there now our good guy, Robin Hood.
Our hero.
He robs from the rich and gives to the poor, and with him, of course, is Maid Marian and Not-So-Little John and Friar Tuck.
Yes.
You know, the very, very first book ever printed about Robin Hood was printed in 1520. So this story has been around for a long time. And when it was first told, it was told in stories with very easy lyrics. So that's why it's so easy to remember.
Oh,
those are your favorites.
Yes, they're the funky monks. Doing the funky monk steps.
Nice move.
I like those moves.
Now, you see who's coming up there right behind the band? Somebody yelled, "Bring on the wenches!" And here they are. That's Prince John's doing, no doubt.
Of course.
But somewhere in there, I think, should be Friar Tuck,
Yeah,
too.
he's there doing his job.
Yeah, trying to keep them all in line. Friar's work is never done.
It never is.
Even in Sherwood Forest, they celebrate Christmas.
Let's listen to the band play for a while, because they're really cooking down there. Sassy wenches they are, aren't they? Oh, the kids having a ball over there.
Oh, there's a friar.
He's just rubbing, he just can't handle all this. Now, Christmas is celebrated in some pretty unusual places, John. And we're going to go to one of those places right now. Would you believe, to the bottom of the sea?
Bottom of the sea?
That's right. Regis had a chance to dive into the story, and he took it.
You bet I did, Ben. I jumped on the Christmas monorail to Epcot Center and headed straight for the Living Seas Pavilion. Would you believe there's an ocean in that building? A 5.5 million gallon underwater world that's due to open in January. I mean, a real live ocean in that building. This I've got to see. Ah, a human. That's a good start. This is Kim Murphy, one of the Disney guys who put this place together. So, Kim, you and I together through this whole project, right?
That's right, Regis. In fact, I'll be there when you hit bottom.
Oof, don't want to hear that.
Well, are you ready to go?
Ready to go? Where are my fins?
The fins are on the fish.
Oh.
Here we don't need fins. We take a hydrolytor to the bottom. Come on.
I know that. Okay, this is it. The doors are closing.
Are you ready?
I hope so. Wow, that's some feeling. We're in the hydrolator, huh?
Right. Hydrolators are deep submergence vehicles taking us to the sea base.
And the sea base being?
Well, our sea base is a state-of-the-art subsea ocean research facility.
Oh, slowing up now.
Right, we're almost there.
To an end. I like it so far.
Hydrolator number 1.
Right. Wow, that was some kind of ride.
Fantastic.
Now, what's this?
These are the sea cabs, and they'll take us from this arrival port into the sea base concourse.
Ah, and take me to my shark. Well, now, this is it. Now, we're a part of the ocean.
You really are a part of the ocean.
Wow. Gee, look at this. Absolutely incredible. How many fish do we have here?
Right now, the population stands at about 4,000. Tremendous variety.
Gee, look at all that.
Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I see it every day, and I love it.
Yeah, so graceful looking.
We'll have research programs ongoing continuously and publishable work by our own scientists.
Including some stuff with dolphins actually involved with computers.
They will. In our case, rather than doing shows, the dolphins become members of the research team, and they'll actually interact with the computer systems.
Fantastic. Kim went to see some old pals, but he told me to be sure and check out this deep rover. It's being tested to take scientists down some 20,000 feet where they breathe the same way we do on land. Just think of it now for a minute. You get to explore the ocean depths, and when you come up, you don't have to decompress. It's as simple as that, and truly amazing. But now I've got to catch up with Kim. Say, can you tell me where Kim and his friends are?
Sure, follow me.
Terrific. So these are your friends. I've never been to the Dolphins' dressing room before. What goes on here?
Well, aside from losing my 15th game of water polo with these guys, as I mentioned in our communication research program with the Dolphins, they're members of the team, and we spend a lot of time in their environment. We're working directly with them.
Are they as smart as we think they are?
Frankly, after the years that I've been around them, I think they're possibly a little smarter.
Well, as you can see, things have certainly come a long way in undersea exploration. Remember our old friend Bruce? Well, now here's Kim in the latest diving gear, and we can even communicate with him via this new technology. Kim, you look real great, but can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just perfectly, Regis.
And that new face mask makes it all happen, huh?
Well, you can see it does give me an unobstructed field of vision and has a nasal and mouth area that allows me to speak quite clearly.
Very clearly. And I see you feeding our friends in there.
Well, I'm getting a manicure, actually, but they're very hungry.
There's a lot of activity behind you. What's going on?
Well, you'll notice a robotic submersible that we have that has an onboard video camera very similar to your television cameras. We also have some vehicular systems that pull our divers through the water at fairly high speed.
And that robot is handled by somebody topside, right?
Yes, it is. It's a very practical tool for us.
Terrific. Listen, I know you've got to go. I've got to go, too, and I thank you very much, Kim.
Okay.
Well, listen, Joan and Ben, I mean, I just can't get over how much we still have to learn about the oceans of the world. But this living seas really seems like a good place to start. And when we really do conquer Earth's last frontier, who knows what strange and mysterious creatures we'll find waiting for us. Or what they'll have to say.
That's lovely.
Oh, I think I recognize that guy back there.
I think we all recognize that guy back there.
Regis didn't go in the tank, though.
Oh, but I went in the tank.
I heard. I'm so
and
jealous.
And it was wonderful. They really have created an ocean environment. And for people who are into oceanography or into diving, into snorkeling, into swimming, period, you will enjoy the living seas. I mean, I was there swimming with the dolphins. I was swimming with the angelfish, the Monterey, and I was feeding the fish. I was Kim yesterday, feeding the fish. It was like, I was lost. It felt like I was doing my act. All of a sudden, I want to do my act with the fish. Right there.
That's great. And, of course, anyone will be able to come and visit the Living Seas Pavilion starting January the 15th.
That's right.
And you'll all get to see more of the Very Merry Christmas Parade right after we come back from these messages. Don't go away.
Don't go away.
Honey, remember when I promised you the world? Well, here we are.
This year, for the first time, people who are 62 and over are eligible for Eastern's Get Up and Go passport. Now, for only $11.99, fly everywhere Eastern flies within the continental U.S. and Canada for one entire year. See friends and family, visit places you've always longed to see. One entire year of travel, only $11.99.
Charlie, when I married you, I knew we'd be going places.
You stepped up to a 35mm camera because you wanted to get serious about your photography. There, the image is on the film, but will it be on the print? It will if it's Eckerd's UltraLab 35 processing. UltraLab 35 examines each negative for color and contrast. Prints on high-gloss Kodak paper for incredible reproduction, and UltraLab prints are 30% larger. Be sure that the image you shoot is the image you get. UltraLab 35 from Eckerd, when you're serious about 35mm.
Our 3 new shows are just what you'd expect from Cypress Gardens. Exotic wild birds. A whirlwind performance on our tropical lagoon. And a sophisticated team of synchronized swimmers. You see, at Cypress Gardens, you should come to expect the unexpected.
Wow!
Lots of people going to Florida choose a rent-a-car company by comparing rates.
Hello, what's your rate? Uh-huh. What's your rate? Yeah, what's your rate?
But these days, everyone offers low rates in Florida, so it pays to compare services.
What do you get for that? Uh-huh. What do you get? What do you get?
Hertz offers computerized driving directions, 24-hour road service, and there's never a drop-off charge in Florida. So come to Hertz. The services add up, but your bill won't. Hertz, you don't just rent a car, you rent a company.
Meet Mr. Jones, our stockbroker. Mr. Jones is in a depression because he's wearing one of those diapers that leak. Well, sir, take stock in Huggies. Huggies diapers are form-fitting, and they're thick and absorbent with soft, gentle elastic at the leg. So Huggies hug to help stop leaking and help keep babies happy. Now our stockbroker's wearing Huggies, and happy days are here again. Right, Mr. Jones?
Ho, ho, ho! Come one, come all, as your Saturday morning favorites send you the warmest greetings for the holiday season. From Bugs Bunny, the Ewoks, C-3PO, and R2-D2, Scooby-Doo, the Superpowers team, and the Littles. It's that special time for caring and sharing, for ringing out the old and bringing in the new. So from all of them to all of you, ho, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas to all!
Welcome back to Walt Disney World's very Merry Christmas Parade, everybody. We're live from the Magic Kingdom in Florida, and here are some characters that are plenty live.
You better believe it.
Yes, here's Liver Lips McGraw. Here's Shaker and Wendell from the Country Bear Jamboree, and they're kicking up some dust.
Have you seen the Country Bear Jamboree show?
I sure have, though.
It is great. And these bears don't travel alone. You can see that they brought some singing and dancing with them. The group up there in the hay wagon is hand-picked, and let's listen.
Hay rides and smiling and laughing and lots of good cheer.
Here in Disneyland is some of the best I think I've heard. And that's the wonderful thing about being here at Disney World. You know, you hear a group or a band at every corner.
Look at that shot. All right, speaking of music, Ben, here comes a movie that gave the world what you might call the Disney theme song, When You Wish Upon a Star. It's Pinocchio and the whole gang.
Yes, and there's Pinocchio with his dad, Geppetto, the puppet maker. Remember how he wished and wished for a little boy, and his wish finally came true?
That's right. And his wish came true because of this magical lady right here, the Blue Fairy. She lives on the wishing star, so when you make a wish, that's who you're wishing to.
Oh, what a lovely lady to wish to.
The movie Pinocchio was released in 1940. Oh, there's some bad guys coming out there.
They sure are. That's Honest John, the fox, and his henchman Gideon. And they've got Pinocchio taking him down the road to ruin. Remember the lesson that Pinocchio learned? A lie grows and grows until it's as plain as the nose on your face.
That's right, and a good lesson.
Oh, there's Stromboli.
Oh, he's one one of the great characters, the mean puppeteer. He threw Pinocchio in a cage, and he wasn't going to let him out either. But of course, the Blue Fairy came along and got him out of that jam.
That's right. And look at all the puppets Stromboli still has locked up. The puppet clowns, and the can-can dances. Oh my goodness. You know what all these puppets need? They need what Pinocchio had. A conscience to be their guide. Look at them dancing along, all being held by the strings of Stromboli.
Oh, this is one of the all-time great Disney animated features.
You know, When You Wish Upon a Star won an Oscar for Disney.
Right.
That's right. Hi Diddly Dee, An Actor's Life for Me. One of the great songs. I think that was one of my favorites. That's how I became an actor, I think.
All right, what was the name of the whale that swallowed Geppetto? Ooh, Monstro.
Monstro.
Is that what I hear everybody yelling there at home? Monstro is the name of the whale.
This is probably one of Disney's movies that, the strange story is, this was actually scratched. They scratched this one and then they started from scratch again.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, speaking of
my favorite guys.
Jiminy Cricket. And he is very proud of the official conscience medal that the Blue Fairy gave him for helping Pinocchio.
That's right.
Such great Disney memories. You had a chance, didn't you, to even be out there in Los Angeles, the Disney studios, where all these beautiful Disney memories were made. And look at them coming down the street right now with all the garland up at the top. They have been putting this up for months and months.
Why? You know, Joan, I did have a chance to go out to Walt Disney Studios in California, and what a great, great place. And while I was there, I had a chance to learn a little something about how these magic movies are made, and get a special preview of a 3D film starring Michael Jackson. And I happened to take a few pictures.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Would you like to see them?
I would.
I'd love for you to see them. Would you roll the tape, please? Ask people where Hollywood's most famous intersection is, and they'd probably tell you Hollywood and Vine, but they've never seen the corner of Mickey Avenue and Dopey Drive. This is Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, California. And if you've ever wondered where dreams are made, this is the place. This is the place where Fantasia and Peter Pan took flight, where the Mickey Mouse Club held its first meeting, where Mary Poppins dropped in to work a little magic, and where Walt Disney laid the plans for Disneyland, Walt Disney World, and even Epcot Center. And hey, you never forget where you are. Over there is the animation building. Here's the back lot, where all those great shows like Zorro and Pollyanna were filmed. And this is one of the sound stages that to the eye looks like a big empty box. But when little film magic's put into this box, it becomes anything from a Jules Verne submarine to a 3D spaceship. In fact, it was in a soundstage just like this a few weeks ago that a 3D spaceship was built for one of the newest Disney dreams. It's a 3D musical space fantasy starring Michael Jackson, produced by George Lucas and directed by Francis Ford Coppola. It's called Captain EO, and the only way you'll be able to see this movie is in the special 3D theaters in Epcot Center in Florida and Disneyland in California. Now, Captain EO won't be out until March, but hey, this is a magical place, right? Right. So, before we go back to Florida and the parade, let's do a little magic ourselves and get a behind-the-scenes peek at Captain EO. Oh, it's okay. I know Mickey.
Action door. Fuzzball flies out. Michael follows. He steps cautiously. Fuzzball looks around, comes back, goes to Michael, tells Michael to go on. Keep moving. They push Hooter out. He's chicken.
Be quiet. Come on.
Cut. Good.
Around his face. He don't know what to do.
You see the people moving.
Okay, and say Hooter right away.
Oh.
Right after you throw the cage. Hooter. Hooter. Okay. Okay.
Play back. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know, a strong character with a charm and smile that then turns into this real powerhouse.
Yeah, let's shoot it. They can't take the suspense.
Wow, Michael Jackson, George Lucas, and Francis Ford Coppola. Not a bad team, right?
Not a bad team.
Dare you to try to sit still during that one.
Captain EO is going to be quite a project. The music that Michael Jackson has written for this film is incredible. I mean, it's going to have you rocking and rolling and just having yourselves a good time. EO in Greek means dawn, and I think that Captain EO is the dawn of a whole new adventure into cinematography for the Disney World people.
You bet.
And as I said, it can only be seen here at Disney World and in Disneyland.
In special 3D theaters.
Special 3D
That's
theaters.
right. All right, we're going to be back, so you stay with us. When we come back, we will have none other than Cruella de Vil and the 101 Dalmatians.
Ooh.
What's going on out there? Oh, there.
Merry Christmas, Stowe, Vermont. Merry Christmas, Charlotte, North Carolina. Merry Christmas, Bronx. Merry Christmas, Elkhart, Indiana.
Dogs will do anything for gravy. But pouring water on ordinary dry dog food won't make gravy. Gaines Gravy Train makes the gravy your dog is craving. Ordinary dries get watered down. Gravy Train dog food makes rich, thick, delicious, real beef gravy. No, pouring water on ordinary dry doesn't get your dog gravy. It just gets him wet. Gravy Train makes the gravy your dog is craving.
Florida. Sure, we've got your water sports and deluxe resorts, but we've got a lot of things that might surprise you. You want some?
Well, come and get it. Come and get it. You're gonna love it. We know we got it. Florida.
You want it?
Florida.
We got it.
Florida.
Come on, come on.
Introducing a new, longer-lasting Energizer.
The new Energizer AA battery. It's supercharged.
It's new, the longest-lasting Energizer ever. No battery in the world can outlast it. Now, radios play 14 hours longer than before. Now, 48 more flash pictures than before.
It's supercharged.
The new Energizer AA. No battery in the world outlasts it. It's supercharged.
I got free film with my card.
Got double prints with mine.
Photomat has free film, free prints, terrific discounts with a preferred customer card. Only from Photomat.
I get a free roll for each roll I bring in.
Or a second set of prints free. Bring your holiday film to Photomat for quality prints and big savings the moment you sign up for your preferred customer card.
Well, it's gotta be right. You know it's Photomat.
The Walt Disney World Very Merry Christmas Parade. We'll be right back.
Sunday. Supergirl, the making of the movie. Then, 1 hour.
Where's Superman? Superman, can you hear me?
What moves?
Your secret's safe with me. I'm not going to tell anyone.
What a guy.
Never thought this thing would go the distance.
Superman 2 on ABC Sunday.
All starting at 7, 6 Central and Mountain.
Hi, I'm Dave Murray from Good Morning America. Join me weekday mornings for the national weather and watch Bob O'Brien for the Gulf Coast forecast here on WEAR 3.
Just announced by Pete Moore Chevrolet.
In the biggest buying week of the year.
The best news since we put the light in the window.
3 of our very best. Drive our 1986 Cavalier, only $149 a month, no down payment.
Including air, automatic.
Truck buyer, Chevy C10 short bed. Own it, $89.95.
Including air. Get full-size luxury in Caprice.
Own it for $99.95. Air, automatic.
The biggest buying week of the year, so stop.
And save more at Pete Moore Chevrolet.
Downtown Pensacola.
This Rent-A-Center refrigerator looks perfect. Or this side-by-side model would be nice. And they even have name-brand freezers. And microwaves, too. Name-brand washers and dryers. Talk about low weekly rental prices. Guaranteed quality, free service, including parts and labor. No credit checks or hassle. Free delivery, even rent-to-own by phone. Rent-A-Center has everything you're looking for and more. Rent-A-Center values are yours now in Pensacola and at the new Rent-A-Center in Mobile in the Midtown Shopping Center, just east of I-65. Call in or stop by today.
Walt Disney World's Very Merry Christmas Parade, you changed clothes.
Oh, yes, I did. I had to put on my Mickey team jacket.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, for all my kids.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
it's for all my kids who drew these fabulous pictures for me. These, you see, these particular pictures are from cards, actually cards that kids made at the Nova Blanche Foreman School in Hollywood, California. And
Hollywood, Florida.
Oh, Florida, I'm sorry.
They have one here, too.
Yeah, Florida. See, I keep getting confused going back and forth. Kevin. So they drew these pictures for us, and this is a service that we have here at Disney World. When you bring your kids down, they have the opportunity of learning from the animators at this particular place. And this particular picture is from Monique Goldberg. And Monique, we'd like to thank you and thank all the kids here at Disney who are participating in the program.
And they're probably watching this morning and ready for some more parade. But right now, let's go back down to Main Street and to Regis. How's it going down there, Reg?
Well, we're doing pretty good down here. There's a little break in the action, as you know. Everybody having a good time? Yes, they really are, too. It's a wonderful parade. And when you're this close to all the characters, I mean, all the flood of memories come back from when you were a kid, too. How you doing this morning? Incidentally, my children are here, too. This is Joanna and Jennifer. Hi, gang. How you doing?
Hi.
Have you had a nice Christmas so far?
Oh, yeah.
Very good. What has been your favorite part of the parade up to now, Joanna?
I think the Cinderella float.
You always thought you were Cinderella, didn't you? I mean, you always wanted to be Cinderella. And Jay?
I like the Pinocchio spot. I thought that was real cute.
He is cute, isn't he? Now, listen, we've been here for a couple of days having a good time. And what's been the favorite ride so far?
I guess Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Big Thunder Mountain is really exciting, isn't it? And you, Space Mountain, right?
Well, it's a little rough, but yeah, I like it.
They have done some work on Space Mountain, and they've got an extra few little razzle-dazzle turns in there, guaranteed to make the hair stand up. Okay, gang, you enjoying the parade? Yeah, we are. We're all having a good time down here. And now back to you, Ben and Joe.
And things are going to the dogs down there on Main Street, USA. Here's a lady ahead of her time. She's Cruella DeVille. She patented, I think, the new wave look when she starred in 101 Dalmatians back in 1961. Look at that lady.
Oh, look at that hairdo. You know, some of the Disney animators are still seeing spots over that one. Imagine drawing all those spots on 101 dogs.
Oh, she's getting out. She's getting out. Woo, here she goes.
Oh, listen to the people.
Here it is,
Oh,
Mary Poppins.
There's a shift in the wind. There's a magical feeling in the air, and that means who else but Mary Poppins is here.
Yep, we're going to see Mary and Bert. They popped right into a painting on the sidewalk and are out for a jolly holiday. Remember that song?
Remember all the songs.
Oh,
Shim
yeah.
Shim Cherie won an Oscar. And there was Spoonful of Sugar, Step in Time, Feed the Birds, and of course, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Hey, that's twice in one day for you.
I'm on a roll.
Oh, look at the little boy watching. They're up on top of Dad's shoulders, I think. Let's watch him dance.
This is an unforgettable movie. It starred Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke.
That's right.
You know, I'd like to talk a little bit about this music here because of two people who have written so much great music, like Richard and Robert Sherman. They wrote all the music for Mary Poppins. They also wrote all the music for the Jungle Book songs, and the one you just can't stop humming after you've been on the ride.
I know what that is.
It's a small world after all. Everybody, even at home, sing along. It's a small world after all.
We have to sing it all day, so do you at home.
It's a wonderful song. I love that song. And they've also written some of the great new songs for the Epcot Center.
There are the penguins. Now the penguins are followed by the Pearly Band. And let's hear the music.
Band has quite a history behind it. It's from vaudeville. Charlie Chaplin got his start with the Pearly Band way back when. That's right.
Obviously, people can see where they got their names from. The pearls sewn all over their clothes. If they pop a pearl, they just get another one. Oh, look who's here. The marching cards.
Oh, yes. You know, we've taken a poll around here, and this next group is from our best movie, one of our favorite movies around here with Group, Alice in Wonderland.
I think everyone's got a favorite, but I want you to watch these cards. They do a great routine.
Let's listen to the band. Look there, there's the old Queen of Hearts herself. Although I think the only heart this woman has is probably on her bloomers. Off with your heads, off with your heads.
You know, Alice in Wonderland was based on Lewis Carroll's wonderful story. The movie was released in 1951.
Lady needs she needs a little real love. That's what she needs, real love.
There are the flowers. The singing flowers from the movie. Remember the song? You can learn a lot of things from the flowers. And there's the White Rabbit. Say hello to the man who is always late for a very important date.
You know, he needs to wear 3 watches like myself.
Yes,
that way
right.
he'll never be late, you see.
Oh, look at the White Rabbit shaking hands with all the children along Main Street, USA.
Well, you know,
talk
he always
about a
is a charmer.
treat. Oh.
What a charmer. The kids are having a ball.
Look who's here.
Oh, there's a young lady who's on top of the world. That's Alice. She's got the best seat in the house, you know, Joan? Way up there on that giant mushroom.
Well, everything grows big down here in Florida, you know.
Sure it does.
I must say, my 2 little girls, Lindsay and Jamie, that's their favorite. And oh, look, here are the butterflies. They grow big down here in Florida, too. Look at them. Gorgeous.
Oh, I got a correction here, Joan.
What's
Those
that?
aren't butterflies. These are bread and butterflies.
The old Alice in Wonderland nonsense, huh? Oh, look who's coming along. Twiddledee and Twiddledum. They're great fun.
Some of the great characters from this movie were the Cheshire Cat, the Mad Hatter, the March Hare.
And there it is, Main Street, USA, which is part of the Magic Kingdom here. You know, it's 107 acres, but the entire Walt Disney World complex is 27,000 acres. That's That's about 43 square miles, or twice the size of Manhattan Island. It, of course, contains the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center and Walt Disney World Village and all kinds of big, huge zoological park and a golf course and all the hotels and things.
It's the place to be and the place to come to if you really want to go to another world.
Oh, look who's behind that butterfly. It's Tweedledee and Tweedledum again.
Doing their routine.
We love you, Tweedledee. Oh, beautiful shot. While the parade is working its way through the Magic Kingdom, and right now Santa should be, I think, somewhere around Frontierland, and that's where we're going to go right now, but not to see Santa. We're going to see someone else who brings smiles to people all over the world, the gentleman who has been sitting right here alongside me all morning. Let's head over to Liberty Square, where the Richard Irvine riverboat is just docking and bringing a very special guest our way. Let's watch and listen.
Children, go where I send thee, how shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee one by one, one for the little bitty baby that's born in Bethlehem. I'm gonna send thee two by two, twos for the holy parents, ones for the little bitty baby that's born in Bethlehem. I'm gonna send thee three by three, threes for the traveling wise men, two for the holy parents, ones for the little bitty baby that's born in Bethlehem. I said, go where I send thee, how shall I send thee? I said, go, 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 go. Why don't you go? Hey, that my Jesus is born. I said, go, tell him over there. Tell him over there. Everywhere. Go, tell him on the mountain. Jesus, he is born. He is born. He is born.
Eastern Airlines presents a flight of imagination to Walt Disney World Epcot Center. With our low-cost vacation packages, a week here, including coach airfare and hotel accommodations, can be much less than you imagined. In fact, Eastern is the official airline of Walt Disney World. So when it comes to making your dream vacation affordable, we can work a little magic of our own. To see just how low our prices are, call your travel agent or Eastern Airlines.
At 6:21 p.m., September 26, 1985, in Orlando, Florida, there was a miracle. For the first time in history, a baby killer whale was born and thrives in the care of man. Come share our joy.
I got free film with my card.
Got double prints with mine.
Photomat has free film, free prints, terrific discounts with a preferred customer card. Only from Photomat.
I get a free roll for each roll I bring in.
Or a second set of prints free. Bring your holiday film to Photomat for quality prints and big savings the moment you sign up for your preferred customer card.
When it's gotta be right, you know it's Photomat.
We got your palm trees and your Gulf Stream breeze and a few things up our sleeve that might surprise you. You want some? Well, come and get it.
So come and get it. You're gonna love it. We know we got it.
You want it?
Oh,
we got it. Come and get it.
I guess everybody's got an obsession. I'm hooked on Ryan's Hope.
You'll love it. Weekdays at 11.
In time because something big is happening on Main Street. Maybe Regis can clue us in. Regis?
Bicycle before I get there. Okay, we're on now. We're back here just yelling at the crowd. This guy thinks he's here to do a Coppertone commercial. Not today. And there's Mr. Mack Truck. Where are you from?
Sarasota, Ohio.
Oh, okay, an Ohio man. All right, nice to see everybody. Anybody want to say hello to their mother? Forget it, we're not doing that. This child's coat is back on. This woman has taken her coat off 3 times now. She's got a Mickey Mouse jacket on in hopes she'll get on TV. Anyway, it's nice to see everybody here. Having a good time?
Very good time.
Good. Yeah, here we are. Wait a minute. This guy came all the way from Paris, France, right?
Oh, Rhode Island,
Rhode Island. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, it's nice to see all of you. Nice to have you here, too. All right, that's it from the street. Now we're back. Hey, I see the wooden soldiers coming. Here they come.
All right, the Christmas finale to the parade is right on time, and look who's leading the way. The wooden soldiers from Babes in Toyland. And that's probably where all the kids watching would like to be, Toyland.
And I love these guys. 1.5 score of wooden soldiers with backbones as straight as, you know, they could be dancers.
All right, let's just watch them for a moment because they are terrific. And here they come. The shot down Main Street, USA. That's the toy soldiers. From Babes in Toyland, you know, Disney made over 100 feature films, 19 animated features, over 400 shorts and cartoons. He won 51 Oscars. That's more than any other single individual in history.
You know, Joan, this particular parade features over 345 costumed entertainers. If you average 6 yards of material per performer, you'd have 2,000.
2,000?
That's right, 2,770 yards of material. That's a lot of material.
Oh, it's a lot of sewing all year round. This is actually a 1.2-mile parade route today. Starts in Frontierland. They come on through the Magic Castle and right down Main Street. And here is the guy that everybody loves.
Everybody loves Mickey Mouse. And look, there's Minnie Mouse at his side. Hi, Mickey. Hi, Minnie.
Hi, Mickey. Hi, Minnie. You know, we talked about how people all over the world are seeing this telecast, some 50 million people today. This is a mouse that truly is known by almost everyone all the way around the world. And some Disney people were telling me a story recently about Mickey Mouse. They had a film crew out in a very remote part of China. They encountered some mountain people who didn't speak English, and it was getting to be a kind of a tense situation. Well, all of a sudden, the mountain people saw a little picture of Mickey on their camera, and all of a sudden, everything was okay. That little picture of that little mouse transcended all languages.
I believe that, Joan, because when I was in China just this year, I was walking around, as I do, performing my 3 watch acts, and the people of China gathered around, and they were amazed. I had one Mickey Mouse watch at that time, and they were amazed, not at the other watches, or that I was wearing 3 watches, but at Mickey Mouse.
That's what they wanted to see.
Brought smiles to their faces.
Do you know what Mickey's first movie was?
Steamboat Willie.
Well, now, Steamboat Willie was when he became a star, but
That's
before
right.
he made Steamboat Willie, he made a black and white short named Plain Crazy.
That's right.
That was a long time ago, and he has been a star through all these years, and the magic lives on. When he walks out in the middle of this magic kingdom, the children's faces are, you just can't compare it to anything.
Oh, the toys are getting bigger and bigger these days. You know that, Joan? Look at this.
I think so.
This is a toy factory coming down the street, and around it are all kinds of old friends.
That's right. Pluto and Goofy are out there, or the Goof, as he is affectionately known here at Disney. All right, now, these are some favorites of my little girls, and these are brand new Disney characters. They're the Gummy Bears. I'll try their names, okay?
All right.
Tummy, Zummy, Sunny, Cubby, Gruffy, and Grammy. I think I got them all. I think I got them all there.
My kids love these Gummy Bears, too.
Oh, and out around the toy factory, there are all kinds of teddy bears and ballerinas. And this is one of the most kinetic floats right here in the whole parade. It took 5.5 months to build that float out in Burbank, California. Look at all the things moving around.
There's little Rhea bears on it.
Oh, here are the 7 dwarfs. All right, can you name them?
All right. Doc, Grumpy, Sneezy, Bashful, Sleepy, Happy, and Dopey.
Oh, you did it. Very good. And, of course, there she is, Snow White.
Yes, Snow White, who slept for a year until the prince came and woke her.
You know,
with a gentle kiss.
Oh, a gentle kiss. It's such a beautiful story. Walt Disney won an Academy Award for Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. In fact, he actually got 1 big Academy Award and 7 little ones, 1 for each of the dwarfs. And you know who presented them?
Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temple, that's right. Oh, Raggedy Ann and Andy. These are all his favorites. The very first Ann and Andy dolls that were made had big candy hearts inside, but they tended to melt. So the manufacturer switched to some cardboard hearts, if you will. Oh, look who's here.
Oh, it's Donald Duck. You know, Donald better keep an eye on that house there. That house is made of candy and gingerbread. He could be eaten out of a house and home if he's not careful.
That's right. You know Donald's little nephew's names?
Oh.
Huey, Dewey, and
Louie.
Oh, they're the gingerbread men.
And women.
Yes, yes, yes. I am told that Queen Elizabeth I had a surprise party for all of her court, and she gave each of the lords and ladies a giant gingerbread figure that looked just like them. I guess that's the start of these little gingerbread men and women.
Oh, and who's this? Is this Chip and Dale?
All right, now can you tell the difference between Chip and Dale?
I think one has a tooth.
Yeah, Chip has one tooth and a darker nose.
Darker nose, and
Dale has the two teeth and the lighter nose.
Lighter nose, of course.
Oh,
there's the candy canes.
Look who's coming now. The snowmen and the Christmas trees. The snowmen have to be careful here in Florida. They could end up melting,
melt right away.
Who's leading them, Frosty?
The snowman, of course. It was corn, cob, pipe, with his button nose. And we've got the snow women.
That's right.
Or the snow ladies.
There's Captain Hook back there. Captain Hook was, oh, there's Frosty. Oh, he almost melted. What are we going to do? Winnie the Pooh! And the three little pigs.
Oh,
you know the three little pigs' names, right?
Spectacle, Fifer, and Fiddler.
That's right.
And there's the old wolf right behind them.
Oh, huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. And Captain Hook, of course, was the mean villain in Peter Pan.
Yes, there's the crocodile is looking for him. There's that wonderful shot again.
And there he is, Ben.
Oh, Santa
Claus.
Hi, Santa.
Making his last stop before he heads back to the North Pole for the year. Boy, he looks like he's been up all night, huh?
Yeah, I bet he has.
And with Santa arriving with all the excitement, you might think that this is the end, but hold on, because we are going to come right back and we will have a special Christmas finale that you will remember for a long, long time.
Very long time, so don't go away.
If someone you know is trying to make gravy by pouring water on ordinary dry dog food, he's fishing for trouble. Gaines Gravy Train makes the gravy your dog is craving. Ordinary dry just gets watered down. Gravy Train dog food makes thick, delicious, real beef gravy. Nope, ordinary dry won't make gravy. Not with all the water in the world. Gravy Train makes the gravy your dog is craving.
Lots of people going to Florida choose a rent-a-car company by comparing rates.
Hello, what's your rate? Uh-huh. What's your rate? Yeah, what's your rate?
But these days, everyone offers low rates in Florida, so it pays to compare services.
What do you get for that? Uh-huh. What do you get? What do you get?
Hertz offers computerized driving directions, 24-hour road service, and there's never a drop-off charge in Florida. So come to Hertz. The services add up, but your bill won't. Hertz, you don't just rent a car, you rent a company.
Beijing. When the sun rises here, it will also rise in Mexico and Morocco. This is Epcot Center. And like the real world, it wouldn't wake up without Sperry computers. At Disney, fantasy is a very real business. And everything that helps management run the business runs on Sperry systems. Mickey Mouse is no fool.
When you want 2 prints of every picture, does it really matter where you go for processing? Well, let me give you a tip. Not everyone uses Kodak chemicals and Kodak-trained technicians. System 2 from Eckerd Drugs does. And Eckerd guarantees that your prints will be back when they're promised or they're free. So if you want 2 prints of every picture, who else besides Eckerd System 2 should process your film? Let me give you a tip. No one.
From Walt Disney Pictures, it's 101 adorable puppies.
101?
And one wicked woman who will stop at nothing to get them.
It's a mystery. That's a great adventure. But most of all, it's fun.
It's fabulous!
It's Walt Disney's animated comedy classic, 101 Dalmatians, rated G.
We are back. In this past 90 minutes, you've seen a side of Christmas that makes us all laugh and smile, but there's another side of the holiday we'd like to share with you. It's a feeling of peace. And at Epcot Center's World Showcase, the people of 10 different nations have come together in this spirit of international friendship. And it's in this spirit that we present to you some special guests and friends with Christmas wishes from the people all over the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays from the White House. Nancy and I and the whole Reagan family are relishing this happy season that is once more upon us. We hope and pray that all of you are enjoying the fellowship of loved ones and friends. If you're like me, you find that somehow each December your step quickens and your outlook brightens, and you just can't help but think some very good thoughts about life in general and also about your fellow man. Christmas is the season of hope, and there is no greater duty of man in this time of peace on earth, goodwill toward men, than the pursuit of peace.
Thank you, Mr. President. Merry Christmas. Speaking for the people of Great Britain and the United Kingdom, can I wish peoples everywhere a happy time during this festive season. The message is peace on earth, but it doesn't stop there. It goes on to goodwill to men. For that's the way we learn to live the better together. Perhaps I may borrow a phrase from one of my fellow countrymen, Charles Dickens, who at the end of a famous book, Christmas Carol, said, "May God bless us, everyone."
Let us all remember the very first Christmas message of peace on earth and joy to all mankind. Canadians from every corner of the nation join together in sending heartfelt wishes to our friends at Epcot Center and the world over for a holiday season free from strife, discord, or want. De la part de tous les Canadiens et Canadiennes, joyeuses fêtes.
From my homeland, France, I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
On behalf of the Chinese people, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and much health and happiness for the new year.
My native Italy celebrates skiing on the Alps, lit only by the torches that we carry. Merry Christmas and peace on earth.
I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a joyous New Year from everybody in my home country, Germany.
May there be peace on earth and joy and happiness to everyone from my homeland, Morocco.
Halfway around the world, in Japan, presents have already been opened and good wishes exchanged. We wish to you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.